It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith, and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. We'll watch the Charlotte Hornets in this one as they go up against the New Orleans Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. And for New Orleans, this is their first time facing off this season. Last year, they split the season series at a game apiece. And Andrew Wiggins from an athletic family. His father played in the NBA, his mother a world-class sprinter. You can see why they call the young Canadian Maple Jordan.
Oh, wow. That's a lofty praise for the young man. I've never heard that.
Jordan.
I never heard that, but he attacks the basket, well enough from the outside. He keeps the defenders off balance. He's developing faster than most expected, but he really has to work on his offensive game if he wants to be considered Maple Jordan.
You know, he has the ability to maple-tize anyone in the league. He finishes hard at the rim. Maple Jordan, I like that.
No, if it meets your approval, then we can run with it.
Pretty good.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
The starting lineup for the visiting Charlotte Hornets. At power forward, Andrea Bargnani. At point guard, D'Angelo Russell. At the other forward position, Andrew Wiggins. At the other guard position, Byron Scott. At center, Moses Malone. The head coach of the visiting team is Frank Vogel.
Fans, get on your feet for the starting lineup for your New Orleans Pelicans.
At center, at 6'9", number 13, Tristan Thompson. At small forward, standing 6'5", number 17, John Havlicek. At the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 1, Chris Bosh. Starting at shooting guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 11, Klay Thompson. The other guard, 6 feet 4 inches, number 20, Gary Payton. The head coach of your home team. Pelican fans.
We're coming at you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Well, it was the Charlotte Hornets in their last game, losing to the Mavericks in Dallas. And that does your confidence guys no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town the night before, and we all know a rough flight in can lead to turbulence on the court.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Moses Malone. Andrew Wiggins is out there with Bargnani. Then it's Russell. And it's Scott in at the 2 spot. Now, here is Russell. Bargnani is screen on Payton. Russell passes to Bargnani. Here's Malone. Thompson with the rebound. Pass to Payton. Thompson outside. The shot no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Russell against Payton. Out to the right wing. Got a piece of it. Bargnani dishes to Scott. Clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Here's Malone. Nice D from Bosh.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Thompson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
2 shots done.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
Tristan Thompson taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Malone with the screen. 8 feet away. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Payton with the ball. Thompson outside. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Bargnani against Bosch. Thompson left side. Shot clock at 3. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Russell. Bargnani sets the screen for Russell. Off the screen. Shot's good from Bargnani. Bargnani's got his first points in this one.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Now, here's Thompson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Here's Bargnani with the 3. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Bargnani's got 5.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Payton outside. The screen from Thompson. And there's the pass to Havlicek. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
Yeah, you know, that's right, Greg. Last season they split the series, and they may not be in the playoff conversation, but this still, for me, is an intriguing matchup.
And the shot is good.
Great pass by Bosch there.
Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to Miami.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. You get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Boy, that's got to wear on you.
New Orleans in the lead. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with New Orleans head coach. I asked him about the matchup problems created by a player like Andrea Bargnani, a 7-foot sharpshooter. He said he can give us problems, no doubt. It's tough to really bother that shot, and he can also put it on the deck and drive. We've got to just get into his body, try to make him a facilitator rather than a scorer. Kevin, we'll see if they're successful.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here's Wiggins following the basket by Chris Bosh. Charlotte again missing.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Bosh, a screen on Russell. Payton drives in. Lets it go from 11. Here's Thompson. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
The Pelicans have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
That free throw good from Thompson. Hornets trail by 6. Here is Russell. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Malone kicks to Russell. Up and in from the low block.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Bosch passes to Thompson. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
A moment here to see some numbers for Payton. He had a strong showing last season. He was around 12 points a game, 9 assists, and 3 rebounds. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Malone. Changes up, and it's good on the way in.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
Well for New Orleans, shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Bosch, the screen. Payton kicks to Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Scott. Thompson dishes to Thompson. Tries again. Rejected by Bargnani. Wiggins drives in. Russell against Payton. Russell passes to Scott. Back to Russell. There's the dish to Malone. 5 on the clock. And there's another one for the Hornets.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Look here at last year in the NBA where the Hornets ranked. 9th in free throw percentage. 10th in rebounding. And they were in the upper half of the league in points in transition. This was a team that understood how to get out in transition and convert playing fast break basketball.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunities.
New Orleans making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Harris is checked in for the Hornets. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Payton. The second chance effort. The shot is off. Wiggins with some nice D. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Harris inside. He's up against Bosch. Harris misses.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
Plumlee with the screen. Payton kicks to Havlicek. Trying to get back on track. That is good. Havlicek's got his 3rd bucket of the night. The Hornets trail. Outside, Russell. To the paint. Plumlee with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And stolen by Scott. Payton with some nice D. The Pelicans shooting just about an even 40% to start. Thompson outside. He kicks to Bosch. Right block shot. It's hauled in by Harris. Charlotte shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Tries from 10. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Scott's got the game tied up here for the Hornets. And here is Payton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. No one near him. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
They set the screen. Kicks it to Malone. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. He's drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws here tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. New Orleans making some changes here. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Havlicek. Ish Smith comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Conley in for Payton. Charlotte also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Wiggins. Richardson comes in for Byron Scott. And it's Clarkson in for Russell. And both free throws good for Malone.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Now here is Conley. Plumlee with the screen. Conley kicks to Kid Gilchrist. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. Back to Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 5. Rejected by Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
So it's the Hornets now. Clarkson dishes to Richardson. It's stolen by Smith. Outside Conley. Plumlee with the screen. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
New Orleans in the lead. Smith outside. Bosch the screen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. That one is no good. Hornets trail by 3. Harris with it. Now Smith defending. Charlotte no good that time either. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 42% to begin this game. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Smith. Conley's got his first bucket in this one.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now, here's Clarkson. 8 points his last outing. Now Smith dishes it to Conley. 1:11 left to play here in the first. Bosch in the post. He's guarded by Nurkic. Off target at the rim. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Richardson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 on the clock. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. He dishes it to Plumlee. Malone with the block. And he gets it back. And Kid Gilchrist gets it to go in. Hornets trail by 8. Clarkson with the ball. Pass to Malone. Shot to stop the run. Misses at the rim. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Pelicans on top, up by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. Great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, the love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
Yeah, that's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Conley out there with Thompson. Then there's Michael Kid Gilchrist. Then it's Thompson, and it's Plumlee in at the power forward position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Conley. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket. Plumlee with the screen. Conley into the lane. Plumlee the pass to Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson right side. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got 5.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Russell with it. Picked up by Thompson. Russell against Thompson. Bargnani. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. He's got 9.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Plumlee with the screen. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Conley. 7 points for Klay Thompson.
Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And taking a look at some numbers for Klay Thompson. Last year, getting it done. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And to have a knockdown shooter like that coming off the bench, a great asset for any coach.
Yeah, he always seems to supply points for this group. And, yeah, things can get stagnant without that spark plug. He serves the bill there.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Havlicek, he's checked in for New Orleans. Byron Scott, he's checked in for Charlotte. And Harris drops them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Pelicans leading by 4. Havlicek outside. Conley with the screen on Wiggins. The screen from Thompson. There's a good screen. Here's Havlicek, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, how about that screen by Michael Kidd-Gilchrist?
Hornets trail by 6. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A three-pointer, Wiggins, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
Now here's Conley. Up top, Kidd-Gilchrist. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Scott against Conley. Back to Russell. Now the feed to Harris. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Take a look at Thompson. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
Well, I tell you what, this guy probably did not want the season to come to an end the way he was shooting the ball. He wanted to keep going.
That's good from Harris. Gary Payton, he's checked in for Mike Conley. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Now here's Thompson. He's got 7 at the top of the key. Thompson. Havlicek right side. Unloads. And it comes off the front of the rim. Hornets trail by 4. Wiggins with it. Now Payton defending. Scott against Havlicek. Here's Wiggins. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Got a piece of it. Here's Harris. No good. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. And here's Havlicek. Payton kicks to Thompson. New Orleans moving the ball around. And slam dunk by Kidd-Gilchrist.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now, here is Russell. Feeds it to Harris. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Puts it up off the inbound. Pelicans leading by 6. Payton kicks to Havlicek, and he gets it to go. Havlicek's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Harris. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on D'Angelo Russell. Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. Hornets trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
And the best way to do that when you're missing shots is to get to the foul line. Be aggressive, get to the foul line, and knock down some of those freebies, and the tide can turn for you.
Payton against Scott. Russell kicks to Scott. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Scott hits them both. New Orleans leading by 8. Payton outside. Thompson left side. Shot from 12. Bargnani grabs the board. For Charlotte, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Thompson against Russell. Harris setting the pick for Russell. Harris outside. 5 to shoot. For the 3. The shot falls for only his second bucket. 2 for 9.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
New Orleans ended up rank-wise in the league last year, Kevin. 7th in three-point field goal percentage, 12th in assists. And they were in the top half of the league in field goal percentage as a team. And part of that was due to the fact that they were a little inconsistent offensively.
And really the three-point shot, so vital to their offense. The ability to spread the floor and force the defense to cover that much ground, I think really makes everything easier for them offensively.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Payton. Softly drops in the floater. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Now, here's Scott. On the wing, Harris. And he makes good on the layup. Harris has got 10 points in the quarter.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
To the paint. It's tipped. Now Wiggins. Pass to Russell. There's the dish to Nurkic. There's a screen. Scott against Payton. 5 to shoot. Nurkic. Some solid defense from Bosch. Pelicans leading by 5. Thompson dishes to Payton. Bosch, the screen. Payton with the ball. Here's Thompson. The putback is no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Here's Scott. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Now just a 3-point Pelican lead.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Here's Payton. And there's the pass to Havlicek. Dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Russell kicks to Harris. They get it back. Here's Nurkic. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here.
Hit, shooting 1.
Some changes for New Orleans. Plumlee is checked in for Thompson. And it's Ish Smith in for Klay Thompson. And then for Charlotte, Malone's checked in for Wiggins. Richardson comes in for Scott, and it's Clarkson in for Russell. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Payton drives in. Bosch, no one around him. Here's Plumlee, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was going to prevent MGA from converting that one.
Well, clearly this is the kind of game that could come down to 1 or 2 plays, and he wants to be the guy to make those plays.
Here's Harris. The Pelicans make their last shot.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now, here is Havlicek. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Heat in Miami. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Chris Bosh on top.
Well, for him, it was one of the best years he could have behind the three-point line. A dream year behind the arc for this guy. He was the #1 3-point shooter in the league.
And here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Harris. And again, the Hornets missing.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Havlicek outside. Plumlee with the screen. Smith outside. Pass to Payton. Clock at 6. John Havlicek on the wing. Pulls up. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Yeah, and anytime you can make more than half of your shots, you'll take that.
They set the screen. Clarkson kicks to Harris. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Harris has got 12 now in this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
1:29 left in the first half of the game. Payton passes to Smith. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. New Orleans making a switch here. Conley's checked in.
Michael Conley.
.114 left in the first half of the game. Now, here's Clarkson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's sent back by Bosch. And now the Pelicans on the break. Conley's running. Some solid defense from Harris.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Screen by Nurkic. Clarkson kicks to Harris. No good with the triple. New Orleans leading by 4. New Orleans moving the ball around. Conley dishes to Bosh. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Bosh at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Bosh.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Good on both. Now Clarkson. There's 25 seconds left in the first half. He kicks it to Malone. Pelicans pull it in. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Conley inside the line. And so we conclude the first half. Pelicans lead by 6. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Coach Vogel, a tough going for your guys so far tonight. What's been the biggest obstacle to pulling off your game plan?
Well, they're just a great defensive team. You know, we're not handling our pressure well enough. We're trying to work it inside. They're fronting, and we got to execute our counters.
Thank you for the time, Coach. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's New Orleans in control. They have a 6-point lead. Kenny, what's your take?
Well, they forced their way to some easy buckets, aggressively going to the rack, imposing their will. I mean, taking it inside establishes an attitude and toughness that you can't get any other way.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
One thing I really like is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
How about the game Havlicek's been having? He's got 14 points and also an assist.
Hornets trail by 6. Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. They've got Wiggins. Bargnani is out there at Malone. There's Byron Scott. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. And he can't bank that one in.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Havlicek with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Shots good by Bosh.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now, here is Russell. He feeds it to Malone. Here's Bargnani. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Bargnani's got 11 points.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Right side Bosh. Trying to find Havlicek. He's got it now. The baseline J off the mark. Hornets trail by 6. Bargnani a screen on Payton. Wiggins against Payton. Wiggins passes to Russell. Shot clock at 5. Steps back and shoots. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Payton outside. Kicks it to Thompson. Dishes it to Havlicek. The screen from Thompson. To the paint, off the screen. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Scott can't get it to go.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Payton kicks to Thompson. He dishes it to Thompson. Havlicek against Wiggins. Thompson right side. Shoots from the baseline. No good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Havlicek against Scott. Stolen by Havlicek. Down low, it's Thompson off the drive. Here's Payton. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell. The Pelicans have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
Gary Payton at the line for 2.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Payton. Big Gilchrist is checked in for the Pelicans. That one misses. Hornets trail by 9. Wiggins drives in. Scott, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And, Greg, to be able to take the bump like that and maintain control, that's not easy to do. I know you're kind of a little fella, but I was a big guy when I played, so I know how difficult that is. That was impressive.
I see.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And, guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
Now here's Payton. 5 points in the game. Pass to Thompson. Inside. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Kid Gilchrist having to go 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And, Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Hornets trail by 7. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Malone in the post. It's up against Thompson, and it's Malone finishing it off.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Yeah, and if you look at it, had they been converting those second chances all along instead of waiting until now, who knows?
Now, here's Scott. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. Here's Russell. Misses the three. New Orleans leading by 5. Payton with the ball, and Bargnani picks him up defensively. The screen from Thompson. Thompson, a screen on Wiggins. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. That one wide left.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Now, here is Russell. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. The screen from Thompson. And Thompson kicks to Payton. Pelicans keep it alive. That is good. And that's now 9 points for Klay Thompson.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Russell against Thompson. Russell kicks to Scott. On the wing, Wiggins. The feed to Malone. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
And here's a look at the stats for Wiggins. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go.
And stolen by Russell. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one on Thompson. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
He hits the second from the line. Here's Thompson. 9 points in the game so far.
The Pelicans call timeout. Come on, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. All right, New Orleans, your Pelicans dance team. Let them hear it.
Payton against Russell. Payton drives in. Thompson dishes to Thompson. Six to shoot. The 17-footer. And the Pelicans miss again. Hornets trail by 3. Malone kicks to Scott. Over to the left wing. Here's Bargnani. It's rebounded by Bosch. Bosch has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Thompson outside. Feeds to Bosch. The Hornets pull it in.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
And the official signals a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So for the Pelicans, Plumlee comes in for Thompson, and Mike Conley subbed in for Thompson. Tobias Harris is checked in for Charlotte. Clarkson comes in for Scott. Conley the pass to Payton. And Plumlee kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Back to Plumlee. Outside Conley. New Orleans moving it around. Fades and shoots. Payton, that's good. Payton's got 7. Here is Russell. Pass to Wiggins. Fires from deep. Plumlee with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 5. Conley with it. He's picked up by Russell. Conley dishes to Plumlee. And there's the pass to Payton. Plumlee with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Bosch can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
It's a close game here in New Orleans. Payton kicks to Conley. The dish now to Kid Gilchrist. Outside Conley. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Harris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Conley against Russell. And the layup falls. Russell's got 7 points.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. He's got 10. Payton. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Payton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Malone. He's got 10. Wiggins inside the line. And Charlotte again with the bucket. Havlicek, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Nurkic checked in for Charlotte. Richardson comes in for Russell. So it's the Pelicans now. They've led by as much as 10. Bosch kicks to Conley. Rebound collected by Clarkson.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Now here is Harris. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Pass to Clarkson. For the lead. And it's blocked by Conley. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And it's Havlicek missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Clarkson passes to Harris. Here's Nurkic. Count the basket and the foul. It's on Chris Bosh.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
New Orleans making a switch here. Smith has checked in. The Hornets have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
Now here's Conley. Plumlee with the screen. Left side Bosch. Shoots it up. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Clarkson dishes to Harris. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play chance here. Bargnani has checked in for Nurkic. The free throw off from Harris. Pelicans trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here is Smith looking for his first basket still in this one. He kicks it to Havlicek. To end the drought. That doesn't go either for Havlicek. Hornets leading by 4. Clarkson passes to Bargnani. Richardson with it. Now Smith defending. And it's Harris off the drive. Count the bucket. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Havlicek outside. He feeds it to Smith. Conley left side. Shot from 16, and that one's good.
Nice piece of work there. Get yourself a little space and pull the trigger.
Now, here's Clarkson. Defense right on him. Here's Wiggins. Plenty of space. Pelicans pull it in. Plumlee's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Conley. From deep three-point range, and that's not going to go. The third quarter comes to a close. The Hornets on top, up by 4. From New Orleans, back in a moment. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Here's Conley. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So for New Orleans right now, Havlicek is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And there's Klay Thompson. Then it's Conley, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Outside, Russell. Kicks to Scott. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Russell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Free throw good, Russell. And so Russell hits them both. Conley with it. Here's Thompson. Back to Conley. To the paint. The kick out to Havlicek. Missed inside.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
The offensive rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on the New Orleans Pelicans.
Check out the game for Malone. He's got 10 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And was it a good one? Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
First free throw is good. Gary Payton. He's checked in for New Orleans. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Thompson outside to the middle. Got a piece of it. Thompson moves back up. And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Havlicek.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now, here is Russell. Dishes it to Malone. Uncovered. Offensive rebound. Here's Bargnani. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. He dishes it to Thompson. Buries it from three-point range.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Scott dishes to Malone. Picked by Bargnani. Malone passes to Bargnani. Charlotte moving it around. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at what Scott's been doing, 9 points, and he was able to come up with 1 steal, too.
You know what? He's been a difference maker defensively today, Clark. He's disrupted more plays than the stat sheet will show.
And so he makes both from the line. Pelicans trail by 3. Inside, it's tipped. Stolen by Bargnani. And here's the fast break. Russell leading the way. The shot is off. Great D that time from Payton. Pass to Thompson. Poke loose. Lots of room. And that's collected by Malone. Malone's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Malone, a screen on Thompson. Bargnani. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. The screen from Thompson. Here's Payton. Loses the defender with the screen and drills the jumper.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And you know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here.
I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. With the game still up for grabs, he simply told his guys, we're right there. Stay focused, execute, and get it done. Kevin, let's see how it plays out.
And so here's Charlotte. They lead by 1. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Payton kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Another one falls for New Orleans. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the paint. Payton outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's a 3-point Pelican lead.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Russell kicks to Malone. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Moses Malone taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Malone. Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Hornets. And both free throws good for Malone. The Pelicans have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
The Pelicans call timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Hornets lead by 1. Clark, neither team with a big advantage here in the fourth quarter.
5 times we've had the lead switch so far. I mean, back and forth we go.
And Clark, that could rise again before we're through.
Payton drives in. Floats one. The shot is off. Nice D from Russell.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Malone, left side. Stolen by Thompson. Payton against Russell. Payton outside. And stolen by Malone. Here's Wiggins, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Gary Payton.
Take a look at what Wiggins has done. 11 rebounds, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Chris Bosh is checked in for Kid Gilchrist. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Missed a chance to put them up 3. That's going to affect how they set up on defense this trip now.
Payton dishes to Thompson. Takes the 13-footer. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Pelicans. Outside, Russell. The teardrop falls in.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
And here is Payton. Thompson outside. Thompson sets the pick for Thompson. 5 on the clock. Tries from 10. Thompson misses.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Scott with the ball. Now Payton defending. Really left alone that time. And it's a 5-point Charlotte lead.
Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Now the feed to Bosh. Hornets with the rebound.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
Bargnani is screen on Thompson. Russell kicks to Bargnani. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. The Pelicans have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Bosh a screen on Scott. And again, New Orleans has no luck. And here's Charlotte. They're on a 10-2 run here. Russell against Havlicek. Now, here is Russell. He's covered closely. High, arcing shot. Can't get it to go. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Misses the three.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Bargnani. Bargnani missing again.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
And it's Thompson again missing.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Russell with it. Now Payton defending. And it's Wiggins missing. Pelicans trail by 5. Now here's Payton. And stolen by Russell. A fast break now for Charlotte. Russell's running. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Charlotte?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Here's Payton after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Misses the layup.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 14, and the jumper falls for him. And it's a 9-point Charlotte lead.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
The drive by Thompson, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Here's the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Feeds to Russell. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Thompson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Payton kicks to Thompson. The screen from Thompson. Lets it go from the wing. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Klay Thompson.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just a take-no-chance slam by the big fella.
You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
He's on fire. They needed to put their heads together to figure out how to get the ball out of his hands.
Thompson kicks to Havlicek. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
At the line for your Pelicans, John Havlicek. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6. Both free throws good from Havlicek.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Now, here is Russell. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Scott. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The drive by Russell. Again, Russell missing.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage even though it was all over.
Here's Thompson. The shot is off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. Right side, Russell. There's the pass to Malone. Can't get it to go. Good D by Thompson. New Orleans has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Bosch, a screen on Scott. Thompson passes to Bosch. Payton against Russell. Fader on the way. Nice D from Russell.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Malone. Thompson with the rebound.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. .15 seconds left in the fourth. Offensive rebound.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Pelicans dance team.
Havlicek kicks to Bosch. And it's off from 3-point range. And so it's Charlotte with the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Got Shaquille O'Neal, got Kenny the Jet Smith. Without further ado, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game. He had a double-double that made a huge difference tonight. He never let up, and his performance really inspired the rest of his team. Shaq, your thoughts?
This is what you love to see out your star players. He's the guy you rely on to give a team a win. Both ends of the floor, shouldering the scoring load. He was a joy to watch tonight, Ernie.
It was a very physical performance he turned in tonight. Just look at the number of times he got to the free throw line. Over and over again, he drove hard to the basket. And when he got to the basket, he usually drew a foul.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a good night, everybody.